Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Welcome. Out here at the pool with my kid. He's swimming by himself. Okay, my name is Jen O'Sullivan and I am kicking around some concepts for a post I'm going to be doing here soon, and just wanted to share it with you guys only because it has a lot to do with a lot of the stuff we're dealing with right now. I love the fact that life gives us so much when it comes to, like, life specifically gives us so much lessons just in the small things, right? So my kid, I'll show you him right here. He's in the pool by himself, poor kid, and he's so bored. But he's making do, swimming around the pool, you know, always fun. Super fun. So how many of you guys have kids? I see a lot of hearts. So thank you. I know it's always fun to see him doing his thing. As a mom, it's fascinating to me the amount of lessons I learn from him. So welcome, you guys. The thing about it, though, that is interesting is the training wheel issue. Jacob never had training wheels, oddly, which is kind of fun, but he just never had training wheels. And he used one of those Strider bikes where his legs were the training wheels. So technically those are training wheels. I think that it's interesting from us in business or in life about, not a single mom, no, about when it comes from the perspective of when we take those training wheels off, or when we do something that is now like nobody's holding our hand. And as a business owner and with my team, I think oftentimes people look to the leaders for help when they can do it themselves, or they are just too nervous or too fearful, right? So I had a girlfriend who, we would go down Rocket. It's this crazy mountain bike area, and we would go down Rocket, and she has super long legs, and she would clip out of her clips, because as a mountain biker we clip into the pedals, and she would use her two legs almost like a tripod, but like funny, because her bike would be going down the center and she'd have both legs on either side, like managing all the rocks. And I would watch her, saying it just looked so strange, and she just always would ride that way because she was too fearful. And then I had other girlfriends who would be clipped in on one foot and not clipped in on the other all the time because they just needed to have that security blanket. And oftentimes we use people as security blankets, or we use just life in general, like our job is a security blanket when we really should be doing something else full time. And so when I look at when training wheels get ripped off, and sometimes that happens, right? Where literally, you know, you are pulled from something, or, you know, you're working on something and you need help, but then that person's not there and you have to do it on your own, that's the time when you shine. And so the analogy I'm still working through, and I'm going to be writing a cool post about this on my Holy Just Love site, but the analogy works really well from the perspective of just allowing yourself the understanding that you're an adult and you can do it. And you probably do have far more information at your hands or in your brain than you think you do, and to just do it, okay? So I encourage you guys all to come from an area or a space in your life where you decide to move forward boldly. And I love how John Acuff says that like courage feels like throwing up, and you know, being brave feels like curling up in a ball and crying. And that's the thing, is that you need to be brave. You need to have the strength and do it. Like, just do it. Take the training wheels off. Get to a place in your life where you can boldly step forward in faith. Trust that God has a plan for you. Trust that you are going to do really well in whatever it is that you want to do. And I had someone ask me today, because she asked me, you know, why do you always have that idea that you can do something? And I said, I'm not sure. I think it's just because I have a lot of faith that I can do it. Like, it's not an option for me. Like, I don't sit there and say, well, I hope. I say it's going to happen. And I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Like, I'm not God. I don't know if what my goals are actually going to happen. But I think that the reason that most of the things happen in my life the way that they do is because I'm very happy about everything. And I am not worried about if it's not going to happen. I just figure, you know, Yeah, awesome, right? Brave. He's amazing. So you guys just watched John. He's awesome. But I do encourage you guys to, you know, consider where you're coming from, and if you're coming from a place of negativity, to just like radically and ruthlessly cut that out of your life. I'm talking to the point where you would just like, it's like how the Bible says, you know, if your eye causes you to sin, cut it out. And that's ruthless. That's ruthless. Like, nobody's actually going to do that. So obviously it's just analogy. But it's like if something is going on and something is bad, and yeah, it is hard. It's amazingly hard. And I can tell you, and you guys won't believe me, but I used to be the most negative person in my whole family. Nobody ever wanted to be around me. People were saying you complain all the time. And I'm like, what? You guys are crazy. Oh, those people, they're so irritating. They think I complain all the time. You know, I mean, you know the drill. You complain about the people that are telling you that you complain. So I just decided that that wasn't going to happen anymore. And I am a Christian, absolutely a Christian. And being a Christian makes you have a lot of faith. And, you know, I mean, think about that for a moment. I have no concern anymore because I understand the simple fact of God's sovereignty. When you start thinking about sovereignty and what that actually means, the definition of sovereignty, and if you believe God is sovereign, you have no worries. You have no worries. There's no worry when you're on a plane. There's no worry about my son getting hurt. Like, literally, there's no worries because God is sovereign and God is in control of absolutely every single molecule on this planet. And if he's in control, why am I worried? If something's meant to be, it's meant to be. And that's a hard thing for many people to let go of, especially people like me. When I am yeah, I go to Compass right now. So I go to a bunch of different churches though, based on my husband and where he needs to go. But I go to Compass, so people always ask that too. But I do encourage you guys, and if you want to come to Women's Bible Study with me, I'm joining a new group, so I'm a little nervous. So if you want to come, I'm doing Wednesday mornings. So I'm going to invite anybody who lives in Orange County to come with me Wednesday mornings, 9:30. So sign up, message me on Facebook, connect to me on Facebook, and then come with me, please. I would love it because I'm kind of nervous because I'm going in without any friends. It's a big church. Cool. Mariners is an awesome church. I love that church. It's a really good church. So anyhow, but Jamie, come to a lot of girls from different churches. We have Saddleback girls. I have a good girlfriend from Saddleback that comes to Women's Bible Study. Lots of people go there. So if you want to come. Anyhow, so be in my group. But I want you guys to seriously consider just, you know, breaking out of your mold, being bold, being Arizona, woohoo! I'm kind of lost my train of thought. I apologize, but it is super important for you guys to just consider that, you know, stop worrying about life as much as we do. And I think that hi from Mexico, very cool. I think that we worry far too much about life and what's going to happen, and just stop it. Stop worrying. Trust, have faith. Be positive. If you are in a funk of negativity, which I know a lot of people are, and my heart goes out for you guys, where you just kind of have this downward spiral, I'm going to do some periscopes this week on that, because I think it's really important to start your September, your fall off in as positive an attitude as you possibly can. Okay, so we fake it till we make it. It's interesting when you start looking at about like putting Jesus on, right? And that whole comment of what does that actually mean? It's like, well, put him on, meaning put him on when you don't feel like it. So it just means like, you know, you fake it till you make it. And that's not wrong. That's not being inauthentic. It's when you get to the point in your life where you're depressed. And I'm talking so many people, so many of my friends are depressed, and they go around acting happy, and they're so depressed inside, you guys, and it breaks my heart. And I love that they're being happy on the outside, but then they go home and they're truly not happy, and they're crying, and it's heartbreaking to me. We're women, we have these crazy emotions, and that's okay, but we're gonna talk about our physical properties and how we can maybe help that. And I want you guys to learn some really palpable things that you can use, okay? Yeah, Fake it till you believe it. Yeah, that's a good one. Pastor said it's all about positive personal image. And that's just, I mean, we can't have it all the time. And, you know, we are a work in progress and nobody's perfect. And I do cry at least twice or 3 times a week now. I used to cry every single day because it's just something, right? And it's just changing your outlook. And so I'm just going to encourage you guys to take the training wheels off. Stop counting on everybody else. Stop living life from the perspective of that happened to me, and take responsibility for your life. Be the person that you would want to be. Write down who you would hope to be, and then start being that person. And so for me, I realized I was super negative all the time, and I decided I'm not going to be that person anymore. So I ruthlessly edit my life, and my husband catches me every once in a while, and he's like, seriously, Jen? Okay, negative Nilly. And I'm like, oh, he's right, you know? And so I have to fight it, you guys. I have to fight it day in and day out. I have to fight being negative because it's easier. It's way easier to be negative. It's easier to be stuck in a hole and just say, I don't want to come out. I mean, that's easier, right? So fight it. Fight it if you can. And I knew I didn't actually even want to do this today. I was like, I don't want to do a Periscope. I don't want to get on there. And I'm like, but I have to. Like, I had a great day today, and then I hit 4 o'clock, and for whatever reason, I was hungry, and you get all like cranky and blah. And I'm like, no, I'm going to go outside with my kid at the pool, hang out, watch John Acuff, get some inspiration for my book, because I'm like 3 chapters away from finishing it, and my editor's waiting for the other chapters, and it's like, oh, you know? And I'm trying to get it done and just getting inspired, and it's like, you know what? And I'm giving you a half-baked thing too, because I'm talking about something that I've been really juggling around in my head about this training wheel thing, and I have a full-blown analogy that I can't wait to like get out on paper. It's going to be fun. So we'll see if it ends up coming out. But okay, so that's it for today. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your evening. And again, Jen O'Sullivan, if you haven't connected to me on Facebook, please do. And we will talk soon. Okay, bye.